And now, you arrive at one of the most important chapters in the game, 4X. This is also one of the more frustrating levels to play thanks to the huge enemy onslaught right at the beginning, and the numerous items and objectives you have to accomplish. There is a recruitable ally, several chests containing impressive gear, and many children you need to save. And just like Chapter 3, each one nets you a useful item in the next level, so make sure all of them make it out. You will be assaulted by armors, soldiers, and mages right at the start, so set out Leif, Daljan, Fergus, and Brighton in a line in the front with their supports in range. Hit end turn and pray you make it out alive. During all of this, your attention will be drawn to two NPCs north of you, the mage Asvel and his teacher Lord Seti Dono. Both have conversations involving your units, and Asvel himself is recruited by talking to Leif. Anyway, once you've dealt with the lower units one way or another, open the two cells where the children are so they can escape right away, and make your way north and open the large door separating you from the greens. Asvel will move to Leif and recruit himself if able, so let's take a look at your first mage. I don't think there's any disagreement here. Asvel is among the top 3 units of the game and easily your best mage, sans a late game Godot-esque. His stats and growths may not seem fabulous outside of speed, but thanks to Uber gains for Sage promo and the sheer strength of magic, he'll always do fine. In fact, it's best to break traditional Fire Emblem logic and promote Asvel right at level 10, simply for the gains and staff use. In addition to all this is the Grafcalibur tome, Asvel's personal magic spell. There's no avoiding it, Grafcalibur is freaking crazy. It's very strong, accurate, light, and has a ridiculous crit bonus of 40, that when coupled with Asvel's PCC of 3 makes him a crit machine just like Othan. It only has 40 uses though, so you can't go nuts with it as with the Pooji or other personal weapons. But considering how much of a monster it makes Asvel, you may very well decide to burn a repair staff use on it. But even without Grafcalibur, Asvel is still an amazing unit, as well as your only magic user until Chapter 11X, so take very good care of him. In fact, just the sheer presence of Asvel is what makes this chapter so bloody important. There is one other conversation you can have here. Make Karen speak with Seti to get the aptly named Seti Scroll, the third Crusader scroll you will get that boosts magic growth by 10%, speed growth by a whopping 30%, but subtracts 10% from HP growth. Anyone will appreciate the speed boost, but Fergus will love this since it will let him reliably double and take advantage of his 5 PCC. There are 2 other rooms to go through before you'll go to the escape tile. The one on the right has some more enemies and leads to the escape area in the top right, while the left has just a mage and armor alongside 3 chests with some excellent gear. For the right room, wait for your turn, open the door, and blitz on into it. But in particular, take out the middle soldier so you can have another ally remove the bishop with the Elfire Tome. By the way, Seti will move and attack any unit he is able to, so if you wanted, you could just open the door, block it with a space in between, and just let Seti do all the work. Reinforcements will start coming in on the 10th turn from the initial area you were in, and if he does not have anyone else to fight, Seti will immediately go south to deal with them, which will also keep them off your back, so you needn't worry about the reinforcements at all. However you end up proceeding, take the door on the left to the chest room. The armor has a devil axe that appears threatening, but not only can it backfire on him like devil weapons always do, it's already very inaccurate, so you shouldn't need to tread lightly. Curiously, the mage inside is a female one. A female, non-named, non-gender-locked unit. Why is that so rare in Fire Emblem? Anyway, the chests contain a not super great iron claymore, but more importantly, another life ring, and the Brave Sword. The Brave Sword may be very heavy, but it's among one of the most powerful and useful weapons in the game. And you get it just now! Isn't this game generous? Give it to either Leif or Fergus, and don't be afraid to bust it out should you need to deal with a troublesome enemy. Once you have everything in order, head to the escape point in the northeast. And again, make sure Leif gets out last. Next time, a pretty long slog with tons of opportunity to failure. Make sure you get a nice drink at your side. You'll probably need it.